Well, where are you joining us from today, Brock?
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands. So what are you doing there?
Yeah, we are heading on. Well, right away we're going to be heading over to Europe. We're just visiting a little bit of Claire's family and packing up for our next adventure. So, getting everything packed up and ready to roll.
And what an adventure this is going to be. So I understand you and your partner, Claire, you have been announced to be caretakers of Kerry's Great Blasket Island in Ireland. So how did you two manage to score this opportunity? That doesn't just fall into your lap.
Yeah, no, that's true. A couple of years ago, we actually applied. We're sitting on this little island in Malaysia, and Claire seen this ad on Facebook kind of pop up, and it said that they were looking for 2 caretakers for this island, and she's like, not really sure if it, like, there's so many people that applied. And then so she's like, whatever, I'll just show Brock. And then I seen it. I'm like, oh yeah, like let's apply. Let's try and make it work. Let's figure something out. So yeah, we got in contact with them. And I think there was, like, at that time, like 50,000 people had applied. And then with COVID and everything that happened, we ended up essentially sort of getting the job that year. But there was just, with everything, obviously everyone knows what went on. So then they ended up just going with a local family, a local couple, to go to the island, but we kept in contact with them, and yeah, they were keen on having us over this year.
So what do you think it was that set you and Claire apart from the rest?
I don't know. Maybe it was for a little crazy. I don't know. Yeah, we were just persistent, just, saying that we kept wanting to do it. And yeah, I don't know. They must have just, I suppose, liked our vibe, I suppose. But we did also kind of go a little bit above and beyond, because I knew there were so many people that applied, so we had to figure out a way to reach them a little bit different. So we sent a video of us kind of speaking and stuff like that, and sent it on over. And yeah, I guess it got through and caught their attention, I suppose. And I think they probably just like it too, to have, like, some people from away from Ireland. Like, usually it's been just couples in Ireland, and so this way they can kind of have some new faces on over and whatnot. So yeah, it's, a Dutch and Canadian couple, I guess, might be fun for them as well.
Yeah, totally. So what's the job entail? What's on the job description? What are you going to be doing?
So essentially just welcoming guests onto the island. So, like, Claire and I will be the only ones living on the island. And then there's 4 guest cottages that are on the island. And so we'll welcome the guests on it. And there's no, like, those cottages don't have any electricity or running water. So it's real, like, back to the basics kind of living. And so, like, I'll help them if they need, to get their fire started and stuff in their cottages. And then we will just turn the cottages over for the next guests. And then we also will run, like, a tiny little coffee shop. It's very basic. It's just black coffee and tea. So, and then just so, because there are tour boats kind of that can come out to the island and walk around the island, go on day hikes and stuff like that. And so then, then everyone's kind of off the island in the evening, and we get the place to ourselves. And, so it should be pretty interesting.
Well, and you're no stranger to traveling, right? You and Claire have done your fair share, right? Maybe tell us where you've been, what you've been doing.
Yeah, I suppose it's kind of been my whole life. I don't know, I just love traveling. It's just something, who I am, I suppose. Started at a young age, I guess, too, with hockey. I guess maybe that's kind of what brought it out. But yeah, then when Claire and I met, I was playing hockey over in, I guess I was living in the Netherlands, but playing in Germany. And and then we started just traveling together. We kind of just clicked with that. We went over to Italy. Our first trip actually was to Italy, and then we traveled around in Spain a little bit. We have a camper van back in Canada, so we went back and buzzed around on the camper van in Canada a little bit, and worked in some fun different jobs there, doing, like, a winery and, like, an orchard and stuff like that. So that was fun. And then we went back over to Indonesia. We traveled around Malaysia for a month, and then did some volunteer work at a school in Indonesia for a few months. And then when COVID started, we were on Bali for quite a while. And then, back over to Canada, a little bit more traveling in the van. And then we were in Portugal for 6 months, and now head on over to Ireland.
Wow. Well, you're no stranger to living that quote unquote simple life, right? Like, I mean, you guys have been living out of a van before, so I think you're probably pretty comfortable living on an island. Hey, how long are you going to be there?
Yeah, I like that simple life. It's kind of like, I guess, maybe a contradiction too, because a lot of people see like how much, like, traveling and stuff, and maybe people think that, I don't know, aren't living a simple life, I suppose, like that. But I love like just kind of hunkering down, living like even like in Canada, living in a little tiny house in the mountains. It's like it's just a nice lifestyle, I think. Working on like farms stuff, and we'll be on the island for 6 months. Yeah, so it's quite a long time. It should be interesting.
Given the opportunity, do you think you'd want to stay longer?
Well, hey, who knows? Maybe we can go back for another season. So that might be. Maybe we'll go back next year. That'll be the test, I guess, to see how much we like it. But I don't know. I think so. I've never been to Ireland before, and I don't know. Having an island to yourself is a once in a lifetime opportunity, I think. So we'll see.
What do you think the biggest challenge is going to be for you and Claire?
I would probably say just the weather and just like being. I mean, that's the nice thing. Like with the van and stuff, we're kind of dependent on the weather and stuff as well. So we're kind of used to that. But I still think will be the weather. Just you're out there, even just getting supplies to you. Like if there's going to be a bad rainfall or like a bad storm coming through, then they'll bring supplies out to us like a few days before, and then we'll be stuck out there for a few days if there's a bad storm. And so, yeah, just kind of getting used to that, I suppose. And yeah, they say it can be like pretty rainy sometimes. I mean, it's the west coast of Ireland, so yeah, probably that. And then just like you're really dependent on like electricity. Like we have a very limited amount of electricity, and so we're really limited to light. Like we'll have to plan things in accordance, especially like the other cottages, because those have to be like clean in the daylight because there's no lights in the night time. So that stuff will be interesting. And yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess, when we go over there. I haven't even asked that many questions, to be honest. I kind of like surprises, so we'll see.
How do your parents feel about you doing this?
I don't know. I don't even know if they even really think too much about it anymore. They're probably just like, I was on another adventure, I suppose. But no, I think it's cool. I think my old man maybe wants to come over if he can, and maybe if some of my other family can get some time away, would be cool.
Hey, when in Rome, right? You might as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and you and Claire, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are yoga teachers too, right?
Yeah, that's kind of a misconception. We took our yoga teacher training. We're not actually teaching anyone yoga right now. Like we could, but no, we're not actually. It's not part of our daily life right now. Just our own practice. We do our own practice, yoga practice and stuff. I want to start working with athletes and stuff like that. I currently am a little bit, but I want to work with athletes with meditation and visualization, stuff like that, which is nice. Another nice thing that the island, I'll have a lot of time to work on my own meditation practice out there. Kind of forced to almost, so.
Not much of choice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what is that correlation, in your opinion, between being mindful and meditation and sport? How has that helped you personally? How do you think it's going to help others?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Like, to me, I personally think, like, I think all athletes meditate, which is kind of like a bold statement, I suppose. But to me, in a certain way, I think all athletes meditate. And what I mean by that is they're unknowingly meditating in a certain sense. Like they're doing something that they love daily. They're fully focused and in that zone. And when you take that sport away from them, they don't have that daily meditation practice anymore. Like when I would go to the hockey rink and practice and stuff like that, you're in the zone and you're completely 100% focused. And that goes with like every athlete. When they're really passionate and in the zone in their sport, they have that. But being able to learn the tools of meditation and stuff like that while you're playing, not only can it help your profession, which is not really my main focus. My main focus would just be bringing those tools to people and helping them become a better person and helping their lives easier, which in turn, you're going to be I think a better athlete just having that mindfulness practice yourself. But yeah, that's kind of my main focus, trying to be able to just help people. It's something I'm passionate about.
That's really cool. That's really interesting. And I know you, of course, you played in the WHL, you played some hockey in Europe. That's definitely quite the journey for you to embark on in trying to help some other people. I know you and your brother Bo also own that clothing brand, right? So how's that going?
Yeah, that's going well. That's fun. That's been it's an adventure itself as well, because we kind of started it not with too much knowledge around the whole apparel industry. So that's been fun and a really fun adventure. We have I think a team of 70 or so explorers now on the team that are really keen to kind of bring that awareness and like that overall excitement of getting out and exploring and being in nature, because that's, going back to our roots. That's who we are. That's what makes us happy. And so we have a big group of people that are behind the brand now, and things are rolling along. So it's fun. It's fun. It's just, you get to meet so many different people, and like, that's what I love about it. And that's what I love about like traveling and stuff as well. You just meet so many different people. We didn't know what we were doing when we started the company, but hey, whatever. It's it's working out now. And if it doesn't in the future, whatever, I suppose. But it's fun. Yeah, it's good. And maybe we'll try and sell some stuff on the island. Make a little shop over there for people. Yeah.
Well, Brock, I wish you and Claire all the best. We can't wait to follow along on your social media posts and see what the next 6 months have in store.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You can give me a call if you want. I don't know, halfway through, and you can touch base and see if see how we're feeling.
About
I'll let you know if we're. Yeah, I'll let you know if we still think it was a good idea or not.
I guess time will tell, my friend.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Deacon. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Brock. We'll talk again soon.
Yeah, cheers.